Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about plot versus story. So what is the difference between the two? Because oftentimes you hear people either using the words interchangeably or sometimes it can get confusing. When I was researching, just reading up a little bit on the topic, I basically found that I found this article that said plot is the sequence of events that happens in a story, but also a story is the sequence of events that happens in that same story. So I mean, it's what is the difference? Are they the same thing? And the truth is, no, they're not. So what is it? So plot is basically, yes, it is the sequence of events that happens within a story. So for example, I don't know, in the Lord of the Rings, you have the Fellowship of the Ring, or okay, maybe spoilers for Lord of the Rings, but anyway. So back from the very beginning, when Frodo, takes the ring and first has to take it, to the elves, basically that is plot, right? He needs to do something, he needs to go to Bree, he needs to go here and there until he reaches his final goal. But then what happens along the way and his character development and all the other characters' development, that is what the story is. That is basically what the real story is the character arcs, and just how they develop and what they learn about the world. In any story, probably I'll do another video about this. Let me know in the comments if you want to have one, but I would like to discuss more what exactly a story is, in more details and what it's comprised of. But basically, any good story has a character that has a so-called wrong beliefs of the world and wrong views in one way or another. For example, that character has come to believe that, let's say, I don't know, friends are not important, let's say. So by the end of the story, by the end of whatever medium you're using, whether that's a book, a movie, whatever, that character needs to find out and understand that actually friends are important. So that would be your story, right? And how he gets there, how he gets to the point, that's the plot. So you can have stories that are plot driven or character driven. Probably you've heard that as well, which means that if it's plot driven, you would have more basically action sequences, action events that happen, and you would not have so much of the emotional part, you would not have so much of the growth that a character is going through. But yeah, so basically that is what that means. I recently heard somewhere someone say a plot is two people shooting each other, and story is why they're shooting at each other. What is happening, internally for them. So yeah, those are the two biggest. This is the biggest difference. And yeah, so which stories do you personally prefer? Do you prefer? Which of the two actually do you prefer more? Do you prefer plot that has a lot of just action sequences in them, or do you prefer more of the emotional? Personally, I'm a fan of both, just having this balance, because if it's just actions and events that happen, honestly, it's a bit boring. And then the same thing when it comes to just having this emotional part, this character arc of where nothing happens, but then the character is just reflecting on his own beliefs, which, to be honest, in all fairness, in a book can be really interesting and can be very it can be quite eye-opening, honestly. But in other mediums, maybe not so much, and especially nowadays when we have such lower when our attention span is not that big, it can be very again, boring, honestly. So I would recommend just focusing on a very nice balance between the two. So yeah, so which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below and subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. Bye.